am live. And I hope you can hear me. I've just found my little receiver and my mic, and of course they need charging, so they're getting charged. But that's the whole point of doing this. I'm going live this evening to... So there's the camera. Okay, I'm going live this evening to figure out what the hell I'm doing. Every time YouTube asks me who's my audience, is this for children or not? And I never know how to answer that. So I always just say not, because I just think it's safer to say no. Because I know I use bad language. I know I curse sometimes, and I don't even know I'm doing it. I'm Irish. It's just part of my vocabulary. It's how I speak. It's who I am. And I'm making a conscious effort to be more careful. I'm more mindful of what I'm saying. But it's got a little red dot. So it is charging. It will be charged for the next live. I will have one more live, and then we will be live for the event on the 26th of October. I'm doing this to learn myself what it is I need to do, what it's like to be live, how it sounds, how near or far I need to be from the camera, what I need to look at. And when I'm looking back on some of my videos, I do an awful lot of facial expressions, like looking off into space and rolling my eyes and making faces, and I don't need to be doing that, but I'm just not aware of it because I'm not a performer, you know. So if I look in there, that's great. Thumbs up. Okay, there's nobody here yet, obviously 0, 0, but that's okay. It's only 6:30, and I only put a thing out earlier on today, so I wasn't expecting to have a whole load of people here. I did ask my son upstairs to be on live. So at least there's one person here that he can say that he can hear me. So I might just go and shout up to him to get the bloody live on. Oh my God. It's been a busy day. It's been a busy week. We're always busy. Busy. So what I do want to do is talk through what's going to happen on the night of the awards. It is the 26th of October. The doors open at 6:30. And the awards itself starts at 7:30. So from 6:30 to 7:30, it will be meeting each other, saying hello, getting a cup of coffee. I will be there with all of my Pet Encounters crew. So Lug will be there. For the Pet Encounters now, because the 2 frogs are separated, I'm only going to bring 1 frog. And he's going to be in his smaller tank, which I have cleaned out and ready and all set up for him. And that tank will be sealed. We're not sealed that he can't breathe, but it'll be sealed that nobody can open it and let him out. Because the frogs are not for holding, the frogs are just for looking at. And on each Pet Encounters event, there will only be 1 frog, and the other one will stay at home, and I can alternate between them. So the Pet Encounters is from 6:30 to 7:30. And that'll be where you get to meet the snake and meet the stick bugs, and you can hold them, but we don't touch the axolotl or the frogs. And, you know, we'll just see what happens. How people react. A lot of times people like the snake or like the stick bugs, or only want one or the other. I know there's one girl coming to the event who is afraid of snakes, so I'm hoping to help her through that fear, because Lug is a big baby. I can't take him out now, he's asleep. I don't annoy him or disturb him when he's asleep. So yeah, it starts off with the Pet Encounters, and then I also have a table of offerings. This table I want to talk about. I'm going to grab one of the boxes I have over here. Or one of the bags. The table of offerings is, the idea comes from my own love of zero waste and free cycling. Which is when you have something that you have too many of, like I have too many plants now. One of my plants had a load of baby plants. And I have too many plants, and I want to give them away. I want to give them to anyone that wants them. So this table is like that middleman, that if I have something that I want to give away and someone else wants to take something, there's no monetary exchange. It's free. It's totally free, but it's important to use it as things of value. So I printed these out because these are, to me, really important words in the world of defeating capitalism. Zero waste. We don't like waste. We don't like throwing things away when there's actually use of it. And free cycle. You look up whatever area you're in. I'm on the Navan Free Cycle page. There's free cycle pages all over Ireland, all over the world of your particular area, and you'll find people in your area that have things like bedside lockers. They're after replacing the bedside lockers and they want to move on the old bedside lockers, still in perfectly good condition, but they want to give them away. And the way it works is to give stuff away yourself. I've given away pretty much everything I've owned at this stage into the free cycle market, and I've gotten back pretty much everything I own from the free cycle market. And when something doesn't suit my needs anymore, or I've outgrown it or whatever, and it's still in good condition, that's the point. It needs to still be in good condition. It needs to still be of use to people. So that's the whole point of the table of offerings. Zero waste and free cycle. When I move on to this one is, why I wanted to talk about this one is these Maxi Zoo bags are for everybody that's coming to the event. So if you don't have anything to bring with you and you have a ticket to come to the event, don't worry, because everybody's getting one of these bags that's going to be at the awards. And in the bag there is wilderness kitten treats. Not everybody has kittens. And there's also wilderness puppy treats. If you get there and you go through your thing and you see your jar of treats and you go, oh, I kind of don't want that, you can leave that on the table of offerings. That you're guaranteed there's going to be someone else at that event that will quite happily pick that up and pop it into their own bag. Likewise, the vouchers that come with there's vouchers in these as well, €5 off 25 for the different food brands. Now, you mightn't want this at all, leave it on the table, because there's bound to be other people in that room that will quite gladly put that into their bag. And the whole point of it is that we don't police it. We don't watch who's taking what. We don't judge anybody for taking 3 things. And we certainly don't come and check that, make sure that everybody's after leaving something. Absolutely, it's open and it's free, and it's whoever wants to leave whatever and whoever wants to take whatever. And we trust, and that's the point, is that we trust that people aren't going to overdo it. And if someone does overdo it, like we think, oh God, she's after taking loads, maybe she needs to take loads. Maybe she knows other people who are really in need of that thing. So just don't be judging, just let people do whatever they do. And that's the whole table of offerings idea as well, because it's Samhain, it's Halloween, on a seasonal cycle kind of story. During the summer, we would have traditionally have been very, very busy gathering in crops, gathering in whatever else we were doing all summer. As a predominantly farming country here, it would have been a lot of crops, a lot of food, a lot of beans, a lot of wheat and all that. And it's all now been gathered and been stored for the winter. And now we're kind of making that change over to all the canning and prepping and storing it away so that it's all nice and safe. But this time of year, Halloween time of year, is when all that comes to an end. And a bloody big hoolie happens. A great big party of, yay, let's go, let's party, let's celebrate, let's share what I have loads of. You know, let's say I grew pumpkins, and the farmer down the road grew potatoes, and the other person down the road has a whole load of chickens and eggs. We all get together and we all share all of what we all have, and we all take what we need from all of that sharing. So that's kind of the inspiration behind this table of offerings. I hope, or I know, there's lots of people already doing this kind of thing, and I am not trying to claim that I own it, that it was my idea, because it wasn't. This is how humans have lived this long throughout history, is because we've got together and we've shared as a community. We share with each other. So that's the table of offerings. What else did I have? Oh, the awards themselves. I have 7. The awards start. There's three or four awards. That's it. It's literally just a Lifetime Achievement Award, the Person of the Year or something like that, the Pet of the Year, and then something else. Oh, the goat, the greatest of all times, the little goat statue that I made. That's the 3 or 4 awards, and then they'll be handed out and they'll have a chance to speak, and then I have somebody from Last Hope. Maybe I have someone from Last Hope to speak. We'll see about that one. because when I say, like, does anyone want to speak from Last Hope? And they're kind of like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. We'll ask around. And then I don't know. I don't even know. I've even offered free tickets to the volunteers of Last Hope to please come. And it's like, I don't think anyone actually wants to talk. I don't think anyone actually wants to stand up and do that bit. But we'll see what happens. I'm not too worried about it. I'm not putting any pressure on anybody about it. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever happens, happens. It's going to be fine. And the last thing on the list is the Samhain tree. Now, I'm actually not seeing anything on this screen. Should something be coming up on the screen? Anyway, we'll leave it there. The Samhain tree. Samhain tree is a tree I made. And it's basically just a holder for the names. I love Halloween. I've always loved Halloween. I used to live in Ackboy. And there's a procession up the hill of Ward every Halloween evening. And it's an amazing event to take part in if you're into that sort of thing. And something I learned when I went the first time is that those fires that are lit on Clochta they're, oh God, why can't I think of words? I want to be very respectful about it because it is a very serious thing throughout our history. The different Celtic tribes, clans will be fighting all year round, but at Halloween time they all stop fighting and they all like come together and walk that hill. And they put out all the fires everywhere and they walk the hill in a procession of peace and unity and joining together in celebrating the deaths or the lives of the people that have died within that year. And it's very, very respectful of the dead. It's a time of letting go and passing people over to the next realm. And it's like all of our little things that we all fight among each other about all gets pushed aside. Don't talk about any of that right now. Right here, we're here to honour the dead. And it's an amazing thing. And it's something I think is really important to not lose as humans, that whatever we're caught up in right now can be just like put away for a bit and you can give respect to those who've passed on. So when I was up there the first year, I heard a guy talking about how they used to carry the names of the dead from their own clans on their bodies somewhere and written down on, I don't know, whatever. And then when they got to the fires, they'd have like their own little prayer and put the names on the flames to bring them up safely to the next realm, which I thought was really gorgeous. It was a really, really gorgeous idea, really, really nice. I want to do that. But then in years after, they didn't do that. It wasn't a thing. And now, since the Puka Festival have taken over that whole event, they don't even have the fires on the hill anymore. I don't know what's going on with that. I will wait and see what happens there. But I can still light my own fire on Halloween night. Like I have my fire lit right now. I can still light my own fire. And I can still put the names on the fire. And you can light your own fire. You don't have to take part in mine. You don't have to put it on Clochta. You can, if you have the intention of letting go of somebody and letting them move on to the next life in your own fire, in your own sitting room, that there's nobody telling you that that's wrong or that you're not allowed to do that. So the tree that I've built it's literally just a hanging place for the names. I have little cardboard cutouts with strings on them and they're there for everybody to write down the name of their pet or a person that they've had to say goodbye to and that they're ready to let go. It's a stage of grief. It's like the final stage of grief is the letting go. And it's an important stage of grief that I believe Halloween is all about. It's about letting go and sort of, without sounding disrespectful, it's like freeing them and freeing yourself as well. So that as you come into the new year, in the 1st of November, you're kind of renewed and you can start again and start into the new year having let go of the old things. So I hope that makes sense. I need to work that out. I need to work on that, how to say that one properly, because there's a lot to it actually, but it's very meaningful to me. I've lost quite a few very close family members and people and pets. And I understand the loss is very real, and it's an important thing for us all to do, to be able to let go and move forward, you know, still carry their names, but let go of the pain, I think is the point. And the names that go onto my Samhain tree will be put onto my own fire. I am hoping to go to Clough for Halloween, but again, I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually put the names on the fire there. I don't know if there's going to be a fire there. I don't know what the plan is. I did work on it one year. I learned how to do fire drawing, which was really fun. You draw the face of Clough on the big metal grate, and then they lit it on fire on the night, and it was really fantastic. It was an amazing experience. Hannah Eyre was the name of the artist who designed that. It was class. It was one of my many skills that I have, my skills and my talents. I can do fire drawing. But yeah, I'm not getting involved this year because I don't live in Apoy and I'm not on social welfare anymore. So I don't have the time to volunteer for things that I used to do, which is kind of sad. I loved volunteering, but it's also great that I work for myself now and I'm making my own money and I'm on my own 2 feet and I don't need... Yeah. So what was that? That was Pet Encounters, Table of Offerings, the awards and the Samhain tree. Yeah, where we put the names of the dead on the tree. And then the last thing I have is basically, this is just kind of my props and stuff for the set. And, well, I don't mean props, it's kind of like posters I gotta make. I have all the details of them. These are all our sponsors. We have a meal for 2 from the China Garden. That's going to be a spot prize for one of the ticket holders on the night. Maggie Motel is one of our... It's a cattery outside the road. Amazing place for your cat to go. She's one of our ticket holders. So our patrons, I suppose you'd call her. Kerry Barrett has given us a massage voucher. Thank you so much, Kerry. Love the logo. Fabulous lady. Royal Paws Dog Grooming. I don't know if you know Royal Paws. She's fantastic. Emer is amazing. She is Church Street. Is it Church Street? Beside XL Print. Down near the Fairgreen car park. Fabulous lady. Does a great job. Keep an eye out for Royal Paws. Follow her online. She's another one of our patrons. And Small Paws Dog Grooming. So I made all these laminated posters. And each of the businesses can take their laminated poster thing home with them as well. I don't need to keep these. But that's Small Paws Dog Grooming and Daycare. She's at the Johnstown Road as well. She's close enough to the Moggy Motel. The Cut Above gave us an amazing hamper with lovely hair things. I still have to go into the Cut Above, but the next time I'm getting my hair cut, that is where I'm going, because they are amazing to sponsor us an amazing gift. That, as well as the China Garden, that would be in the raffle on the night for the people that are there. And of course, Lola's Pet Care. Some of you might recognise Lola's Pet Care. She's a really good friend of mine, amazing lady, fabulous at what she does, really, really excellent with dogs in particular. She's just amazing. Keep an eye out. If ever I can't do it, it's Lola's I get in touch with, or Lola's I pass it on to. We also have pimientos. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Pimientos. I just call it pimentos because I'm from Navan. But it's amazing. The food is absolutely gorgeous. I swear to God, I go in there for the gyros. My friend comes down from Dublin and we meet in there because there's a lovely beer garden at the back. Why did I say beer garden? It's a coffee garden. There's no beer. I don't even drink. There's a lovely garden out the back where you can sit, and my friend David has a few cigarettes, coffee. Really nice, really nice. Thank you so much to them for the voucher as well. That's going to be one of our prizes too. Memory Lane Frames, that's one of our prizes as well. Maxi Zoo, as you've seen, Maxi Zoo have given us all of these bags. There's like 30 of them. So everyone that comes on the night will get a Maxi Zoo bag. Who's this one? Oh, Hounds of Hazetown. Isn't that a gorgeous logo? Isn't it? Really nice. She's out in Hazetown. She does like grooming stuff and dog boarding and stuff. And here's another grooming and dog boarding. Fur Babies Navan. Fur Babies is also over near Muggy Motel. Oh my god, there's actually loads. And Flower Hill Furniture. Flower Hill Furniture, that's the last one. I do believe Red River Yoga as well. I just ran out of ink. So Red River Yoga as well has given us so much help and so much insight and so much like support in putting this on. Like anytime I have ideas, I'm like, please, is this a good or a bad idea? And Marion will set me straight, you know. She's very good, very helpful, very supportive. I love supporting other local businesses because she's a local business as well. And she's not just a local business. She knows who she is in her heart and in her soul. She knows what she's doing. And she's kind of doing the best she can in this environment that we're in. And I am so in awe of her. I think she's amazing how she's following her dream and doing her own life's path. So that's what she's born to do. And I kind of get inspiration from that because this is what I'm born to do. This is who I am. And it's hard sometimes to keep following your path and keep doing what you know you're here to do because damn, stuff's so expensive, you know. Like the world is just so expensive, it's so difficult sometimes, but there's ways through it. So that's my thank you to you, to everybody who's voted, to for all of the dogs that have been nominated and all of the cats that have been nominated. Thank you for interacting, for liking and following and sharing. Thank you for the support, for buying tickets and for providing the prizes. None of this could happen if it wasn't for you all. So I think that's good. I think that's all I need to do. I don't see any, maybe it's because I'm using my phone, but there isn't like any comments or any way to interact with people. Is anyone on here able to say something or do something? Wait, what's that say? I don't understand. Well, it's good to see everybody and it's good to be here, and yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. That's the full rundown of everything that's going to happen. As soon as all of the awards are all handed out and we do the prize draws, we give out the prizes, we'll be saying goodnight to everyone on live, and then we'll carry on just chit-chatting among ourselves afterwards. So I presume the live show itself will only be maybe a half an hour maximum. So if you can give a half an hour of your day to watch, I do think it is going to be amazing. I do think it's going to be something else. Like particularly the individuals that I have to give awards to is, to me, it's really exciting. It's an absolute honour to be able to thank these individuals. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know. I wasn't born to be an awards presenter or even a person on YouTube, but here we are, you know. So yeah, I'm going to go away now and hopefully there's enough there. If anyone has any questions, please comment. Let me know if I could do something different, if I should be louder or quieter or longer or shorter. If you have any sort of input or feedback that would help me do a better quality awards show. I will have my microphone and my receiver, so the sound will be better, but I don't know what else to kind of to improve on there. Let me see. Oh, do you want to see my tattoo? See my tattoo? Ah, shit. It's still really quite sore, but it's amazing, isn't it? And it goes all the way up. All the way up. Didn't he do a freaking fabulous job? So that's me and my boy there. And I love when I bend my arm up, it gives that a really nice curvy. Anyway, that's my gorgeous special treat to myself because I deserve it. I work hard. So yeah, treat yourself, be kind to yourself, and if anyone watching this would like their pets' names added to our Samhain tree, please put your pets' names in the comments. Write something like pet Samhain tree, Halloween tree, pet's name, whatever. Something to just let me know that you want that name to be added on it, written on a tag. I'll put up more about it later on anyway. I might do a post about it individually. to explain it better, because I don't think I explained it very well. Well, I don't know. Maybe I did. I don't know. Anyway, everyone's pets and everyone's people are welcome to be added to the sound tree in order for them to be let go peacefully and safely across to the next realm. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I need to do. Love you loads. What do I normally say? I do normally say, whatever you're doing it with kindness. Ciao.